A trusted platform module is used to improve the security of your PC. It's used by services like BitLocker, Drive Encryption, Windows Hello, and others to securely create and store cryptographic keys and to confirm that the operating system and firmware on your device are what they're supposed to be and haven't been tampered with. Typically, it's a separate chip on the motherboard. Through the Tpm 2.0 standard allows manufacturers like Intel or AMD to build the TPM capability into their chipsets rather than requiring a separate chip. TPM has been around for over 20 years and has been part of PCs since around 2005. In 2016, TPM version 2.0, the current version as of this writing, became standard in new PCs. So, does my PC already have TPM? So, let's check it out. The odds are that your PC does already have TPM. If it's less than 5 years old, you should have TPM 2.0. To find out if your Windows 10 PC already has it, go to Start, then Settings, Update and Security, Windows Security, Device Security. If you have it, you will see a Security Processor section. So let's check this out. So if I go to Start, then I will type here Settings, and here's the settings, and let's check it. So after that, we are going to go to Windows Security. So go to Update and Security. Let's check Windows Security, and after that it's telling us to go to Device Security. So Windows Security and then Device Security. No, doesn't have any kind of TPM 2.0. Why would it have? Because this is a 4th generation computer, so it wouldn't have any kind of TPM 2.0. Now the fact is that I have a motherboard, a Gigabyte H81MH. It has a TPM slot, and would you believe it that it is a 4th generation motherboard as well, and Gigabyte is providing TPM for the low generations as well. That is really good actually, and Windows 11 is going to stay for a long time now after October the 14th 2025, when the day when Windows 10 will come to the end of the support. So it's going to be really important for all the hardwares to be updated. But if you are using 4th generation, 3rd generation, 6th, 7th generation, those generations which are below 8th generation computers, specifically for I'm talking about Intel, so that's going to be really important if the manufacturers produce those kind of motherboards which support 2.0, the trusted platform module 2.0. Actually, Microsoft has really released this particular thing because due to security reasons actually, because in the past we have also seen security issues with Windows operating system. Actually, many users have claimed that Linux is much more secure than Windows. So because of that reason, I think this kind of actions are being taken by Microsoft at the moment, and which is actually good in the long run. But for the short period of time at the moment, those users who are really thinking about upgrading their PC to something very new, it's going to be difficult for them because the hardwares with TPM 2.0 costs a lot. In case of Ryzen, it starts around from Ryzen 3. Ryzen 3 3200G is the minimum processor you need, where you will get a motherboard with TPM 2.0. But with Intel, it's really getting expensive now, because if you buy any 10th generation processor, then it's going to work below 10th generation, I think 9th generation and 8th generation, because according to Microsoft, from 8th generation they support TPM 2.0. The processor supports the firmware, the kernel version. Those are the things that support the TPM 2.0 as well. Not only the slot on the motherboard, but you need a processor which actually supports TPM 2.0. And next thing that I want to add here as well, that if the low generation of processors like the 7th, the 6th, the 4th, not 3rd actually, because at the moment in the market you will see the 4th generation as the lowest budget PCs for Intel. If someone is building the PCs with OEM processors, So if you are building the PCs with OEM processors, then really going down below fourth generation is not a good idea, because you won't get any kind of motherboard for your third generation. And the local Chinese brands as well are also bringing out motherboards which are not reliable at the moment. So you have to keep your standards till the fourth generation if you build PCs on a large scale. So on a large scale, if you are investing in those PCs, then you should not go below fourth generation. So yeah, if I am going to predict about the TPM 2.0 till 2025, I'm certainly thinking that we have a year and a half left, more than a year and a half left. The time is quite a long time. So in between this period, I'm thinking that MSI, Gigabyte, Asus, these are the three major companies that will certainly bring out motherboards with TPM 2.0 slot in for the fourth generation. Like I have seen Gigabyte H81MH. I will link in the description about the buying of that motherboard. You can find it in Amazon as well, Flipkart, Amazon. You can find it all over the world. So that is a very good motherboard I've seen, practically. And sixth generation, seventh generation, they are going to give motherboards with TPM 2.0. There is nothing to worry about. So you can certainly build your PC with with TPM 2.0. You don't need to bypass the TPM 2.0 section when you are upgrading your PC from Windows 10 to 11 via CMD. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube about they are really bypassing that TPM 2.0 and installing Windows 11 on their old hardware. And I think the performance of the operating system won't come out that really well, because to be honest, Windows 11 needs a lot of RAM. It's a really a big thing that we are going to face in the future as well, that they are going to require a lot of RAM. So RAM consumption, minimum 8 GB of RAM is required. So purchase a motherboard that will give you at least 16 GB of RAM storage, RAM capacity rather. So that is going to be beneficial. 16 GB, that's more than enough to play modern day games at low FPS. That's fine. Around 30 FPS, 16 GB is all right. And if you want to go further, then you should go with AMD rather, I think, because if you are using Intel, and like I was in the past AMD user, and I used AMD a lot in the from starting from 2013 till 2020, 2021. Those 8 years I used AMD, but it wasn't up to the mark with my requirements and also the amount of work I do on my PCs. It was not up to the mark. I always needed fast PCs and also responsive PCs, and also if those PCs are also power consuming, the consumption of the powers are really high. Intel PCs, 55 watt, 35 watt, 65 watt processors, doesn't matter, because it's going to give me the power and it's going to deliver for me. So if it consumes a lot of power, that's okay, that's fine, but I need power with the PCs. But AMD processors, the late AMD processors, in case of what I mean about late is actually that processors back in 2014, 2013, when the FX processors or the Bulldozer series processors, and also before the Ryzens, the Athlons and the Semprons, those were rubbish, absolute rubbish processors from AMD, to be honest. So yeah, enough talking about this particular topic, TPM 2.0. So you can certainly use Windows 10 till 2025, no problem whatsoever. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you are interested in computer and computer tips and tricks, programming languages, different topics about computers, do subscribe to this channel for more videos, and also ring the notification bell by which you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Till then, goodbye and take care.